What's up guys, Riverman here, and in today's tutorial I'm gonna be modeling a Coodo Home. So there's this modern building design that one can assemble real quick called the Coodo Home, an eco-friendly and flexible home which can even extend beyond being a home. It can be used as a retail space, restaurant, studio, an office space, and a social space. Its flexibility is really what interested me, so I thought that I should model it today. Now the key to creating these types of buildings will be massing, because the edges of our walls will have to curve, so massing will be a great guidance to that. Now before we get started, I would like to ask you guys to please like and subscribe to my channel because I make Revit videos every week. So without further ado, let's page into Revit. Alright, so here we are in the architectural template. So the first thing you're going to do is just go to the south elevation and set our level 2 to 5000. Here we go. Then we're going to pick level again, then pick lines and set an offset of 5000. Escape, then go back to level 1. Then we're going to set our grids. Then you can just start with the vertical grids like this, then pick lines and set an offset of 10,000 millimeters. 1, 2. Escape, then you're gonna set your horizontal grids, then pick lines, then set an offset of 5,000. 2, 3, and here we go. Now we're gonna go to massing inside, and in place mass, then you can just close that, then name this Coodo Home, then OK. Now we're gonna set our reference. You can just start with the middle grid line and set your reference there, and you can also choose this one. Now we have two references and we're gonna name them A and B. Here we go. Now we're gonna go to the east elevation and we're gonna set our work plane, pick a plane and set it at reference A. Then you're gonna choose reference and choose rectangle and place it from the first grid to the last grid. Here we go. Now still on the reference, you're gonna choose the fillet arc, then check your radius and make it a radius of 1000 millimeters. There we go. Now you're gonna choose these two lines and change our edges to curvy edges of 1000 millimeters. Now you're gonna set your work plane to reference B, then OK, then go to reference again and pick lines, and you can just pick these same lines. Here we go. Here we go. Then escape. You can go to the 3D section, and this is what we have. Now you can just select the two of these shapes, control select, then create form. Here we go. Now we're gonna go to level 2 and we're gonna choose a reference plane again, then pick lines and set an offset of 1000 millimeters. Then you're gonna offset here, then there, here again, there, and there. Escape, and we're gonna name our references. We can just name this 1, okay, then this one 2, and this one 3, and this one 4, and this one 5, and this one 6. Escape. Then we're gonna go to the south elevation, then set your work plane, pick a plane, then choose reference 1, then OK, then go to reference, select your rectangle and place it between the first and the last grid line. Then still on reference, go to the fillet arc, then check your radius, make sure it's at 1000, and convert these edges into curves. Here we go. Press escape, set your work plane to the next reference plane 2. OK. Go to reference, pick lines, then you can just select these same lines. Here we go, escape. Now you're gonna do that for the rest of the reference planes. Set your work plane to the next reference plane. OK. Select the reference. Then pick line and select these lines. Escape, set your work plane, reference number 4, OK. Go to reference, pick lines and select these lines. Escape, set your work plane to reference 5, OK. Go to reference, pick lines and select these lines. Escape, set your work plane to our last reference plane. OK. Select the reference, pick lines and select these lines. Escape, then go to the 3D section, and this is what we have. Now believe me, they are all equal. Perception is just an illusion, especially on 3D. Now to join this, select the first one, the second one, and create form. Select the third one, control, select, create form. The last two, control, select, then create form. Now this will serve as a guidance on where our walls and floors will be situated. So now I want these top structures to be connected. So what I am gonna do is just connect these curvy bases of these structures. So you can just go over to the bottom of the structure, then select your tab key on your keyboard until you meet this line and select it. Then go to the second structure, tab, control, select, then create form. You do the same thing this side, tab, select it, go to this side, tab, control, select, then create form. Now you're gonna rotate this and do the same thing on this side. And here we go. Now we are done with massing inside. You can just go to finish mass, and that's okay. Then go back to massing inside and select roof for our floors. Now as you can see, we have this generic 400mm roof. You can just change its thickness by going to edit type, then duplicate, okay, go to edit, then change its thickness to 300mm, then okay, then change the picked faces location from faces at the top of the roof to faces at the bottom of the roof, then select this base, then create roof. If we had chosen our pick faces location as faces at the top of the roof, this floor would have been situated at the bottom of this mass. So we're gonna do the same thing at the top, but when it comes to the top, we're just gonna switch the pick face location from faces at the bottom of the roof to faces at top of the roof. Then we're gonna select it, then create roof. There we go. We're gonna do the same thing for our structures at level 2. Select them, create roof, and our bases, we're just gonna change our picked faces location, then select them like this, create roof. There we go. Now obviously we need our walls, our side walls, and we're just gonna press escape and go to walls, and we're gonna change this to generic 300mm. There we go, and select our side walls. Just rotate this like this, then there you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. I'm gonna do the same thing for our structures at level 2. There you go, there you go, there you go, there you go. Wonderful. There we go, go, then rotate this, go, there you go. Now as you can see, I have left these parts of the basement walls that are curving, because the trick here is to change the location line of the walls from exterior to interior. Let me show you an example. If I leave the finished face at the exterior, this is, excuse me, the location line is fine at exterior. If I had changed it to interior, we would have a wall going outside like this. So you can just go back and you can change your location line from finished face interior to exterior, then select them like this. Okay, for this side, as you can see, because this side is hanging in the air, if I choose the location line as finished face exterior, you can see that this wall is warping outside. But if you can just go back then select wall again and change the location line from finished face exterior to interior, I can just select this. As you can see, now it's on the inside. The reason being, this part of the structure is hanging in the air. Now when it comes to this side, this part of the structure, of course, it hangs on this building. That's why when we choose these parts, the location line will be finished face exterior. So yeah, basically we have our Coodo Home. Now all we need to do is just to join these floors and walls. Now you can just select one of these floors, then select join, select this wall, select these, then this wall, these curvy walls, join them, and this one, join. Then you can go to this side, then join, 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 join. You get the idea. Just join them, each of them. Just to save time, I'm just gonna continue. And now what we're gonna do now is just to connect these floors of these structures at level 2. Now what you can do is press AL on your keyboard for alignment, then excuse me, hover over this floor, then select your tab key on your keyboard until uh, this face of this floor is highlighted. Then you can just press it and press this face. Now they are joined. You can do the same for this second floor. Tab key, select it, then select this face. Now they are joined. Now you can just select these, go to join and escape. I think it's fine. Now what you can do is change the material of these. You can just select the roof first, go to edit type, then edit, then go to material, now we have material. You can just go to search, then type in gypsum, GUIP, then you're gonna get gypsum wallboard, then click OK and OK, then OK. You're gonna do the same for your walls. Select one wall, right click, go to select all instances visible in view, go to edit type, then duplicate, OK, then edit, go to structure, material, then select gypsum wallboard. Okay, now what we're gonna do is just add our slanted columns beneath this part of this second floor, this first floor structure, this level 2 structure. Now what you can do is just go to level 1, then go to architecture, select your reference plane, then pick line, then offset these by 2500. Offset it from this grid line, then offset it again, then offset it like this. We have 3 lines. Now you can just go to the insert tab, load family, then you can just go back, make sure you are on US metric and select structural columns. Now go to steel and select your circular hollow section. It's fine. Then select open, then select the one with a higher diameter, maybe perhaps 197.3. I think it's okay. Okay, it's loaded in. Now go to structure, select your column. Now it already has chosen the hollow section. Then select on this placement slanted column and go to the second horizontal grid line. Then place your column right in the middle between the two reference planes and set it to this reference plane. Now if you go to the south elevation, as you can see, it's situated below the ground. You can just select it and set your top level to level 2, and your base level is fine, but you can set it your base offset to 0 and your top offset to also 0. And this is what we have. You can just change the detail level from coarse to fine to see it clearly. And here we go. Now all you can do, just select this column, then pick axis, pick this reference plane, and it will be copied to the other side. Now control select the two of these columns, then go to level 1 and select your copy option, and you can just start on this grid line and go to the next grid line. Then press escape, go to the 3D section. We have your two slanted columns. Okay, now as you can see, we have basically modeled our Coodo home. Now I don't want this tutorial to be that long. Obviously it needs a wall on this side and on the other side, and we can also place our furniture on this top view, this top structure, to make it more interesting. Now, but what we can do right now also, we can just add our wood or timber framings within these spaces. So let's just do that quick. Go to insert, load family, and go back. Make sure you're on US metric, then go to structural framing, then wood, then you can just select the second one, southern pine, then OK. And it's loaded in. Now go to level 1 and go to level 2 instead, and you can go to architecture, set your reference plane and set it on this grid right there. Now select this grid, you can just tab until it highlights this reference plane and name it F for framing. Enter. Then go to the east elevation, then set your work plane, pick a plane and set your work plane, and reference F. Now go to structure, go to beam, and place your southern pine between these structures. Here we go. Change your detail level from coarse to fine, and as you can see, these are our three structures, and here's the spacing between them. Now what we can do right now, this tag is distracting us. You can just select this tag and delete it. Now select your framing and select your copy option. Make sure it's on multiple, and select the top of this framing and offset it by 400. Enter. 400. Enter. 400. Enter. 400. Enter, and so on. Okay, then escape, go to the south elevation. Then as you can see, here is our structural framings, our southern pine. Then you can just select these two and attach it to these structures by selecting the move option. Then you can just select the middle of these and place them like this. Select this one, go to move, and you can just place them like this. Now you can just select this one, then type in AR on your keyboard. That's for array. Make sure it's on linear and move to last. Then you can set your number to 20 structural framings. Now you can pick the middle of this framing, and you can just go along the line of this top structure and just place it right there. Press escape, and as you can see, our structural framings are situated there. Now what you can do right now is just select these side structural framings. Okay, you can just select these, go to filter, check none, check your structural framings, apply, okay, then go to pick face, pick axis and pick this second grid line. Now they are copied to the other side. If you can go to 3D, then this is what we have. Now you can just select one structural framing, right click, go to select all instances, visible in view, and go to level 2, and go to draw mirror, draw axis, go to the middle of this structure until you meet the midpoint, and draw your axis right there. There you go. Now your structural framings are copied to the other side. Now if you can just change the detail level to fine and change our graphics from hidden line to realistic, this is what we have, our Coodo Home design. So the last thing you're gonna do, our massing has guided us, and now it's time to dump it. I know, sad, right? You can just select all of these, go to filter, check none, check your mass, apply, okay, then delete it. And here is our basic Coodo design. So I think we are done for the day. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys can like this tutorial. If you are new here, I hope you can subscribe, as I make Revit tutorials every week. And in the coming weeks I will obviously integrate one or two softwares with Revit to make our project more interesting. So I hope you can stick with me, guys, and I thank you. And I know according to my schedule I was supposed to upload this tutorial yesterday, but things are hectic where I work. But that's we still gonna stick with each other, and I hope you can watch my structural tutorial tomorrow and our special project tutorial on Friday. So I thank you guys, and peace.